and welcome to my channel, JaneOfAllTrades. We've got a little, it's kind of like a vloggy how-to we're going with today because I really needed a dust cover for my KORG, so it's not in its normal location. I did have it set up elsewhere. I've moved it closer to my main workstation so that as and when required I can make little music pieces for my channel or for any tutorials that I'm doing if I think it just needs a little something extra. So I've moved it right next to my workstation, and because of this it's no longer in a case, it's no longer under something. So we're going to be making a homemade dust cover for my KORG M3. We are going to be using a serger. I'm using a Mylock 134D New Home, which is essentially another Janome machine, and we're just going to be using a plain square of fabric and the serger, and that's how we're going to make our homemade dust cover. All measured up and nice and snug for my KORG M3. So let's hit it! Hiding behind the tower that is the serger, main piece of fabric, and we're just going to run around and serge it all together. So here we have our end pieces, and what we need to do is we need to make sure we get our end pieces the correct way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the back. So there we have, that's clearly the end. So we want to start at the bottom, so we want to start with the longest side, and then we're just going to put those two elements together. It's a horrible material, it's dirty, it's covered in cat hair. Nice and tidy. Now I've given myself lots and lots of inches of excess, so I can take up quite a lot, and it should still fit the cord quite snug in the end. not even taken off that much. And then we're just going to run it off. As I said, I've got absolutely ample excess, so I don't need to worry about making a mistake right now, because I've probably got enough that I could even go over and then run off the excess again. So now I've got my first part, so now I need to do a bit of a manoeuvre, because now we're taking, this is going to be the top, and then we're lining that up because we've got a little pocket thing going on. Quite a stretchy fabric, but I don't want to pull it too much. So we're just going to fire that through it. Nice and straight. Same again, and we're just going to do the same thing where we pull it round and then we just let that, make that little pocket, and we just allow the fabric just to fall, and then we're just running off the end. So that is end number one, and what we've done is we've created our little end pocket. I'll show you how that sits right at the very last kick once we've done our kind of final fitting. Now we need to match up the ends. So this was the long end that went on this, and it needs to be on this side of the fabric. The long end, but the longest end, and it needs to line up with this side. And what is going to be tricky for me here is the fact that I'm not now going to be seeing my top side, my end piece on the underside, but I'll still be able to see it. I should be able to feel it as well. And then it's the same again. Yeah. The great thing about this is you can just really make covers for everything, and dust covers on equipment are hugely important. There's a little bit of bulk there. I'm not actually taking off that much. There might be 2 inches of give. Vigilant, and then we're just going to run it straight off the end. Like so. You guys will see it better near the end, so there we go. So there's the sides. So that's like a little side pocket that we've created. Probably not going to be able to see that very well. And then we've got the same on the other side. And we're just going to leave the front tail. We've got a couple inches of front tail, and we're just going to leave that on as well. It's got a wee bit extra overhang at the front to keep the dust out. Cover for our KORG that will be semi-fitted. We're just going to take it upstairs and have a little look, and you'll be able to see the end result. So there we have it. That is how I made a custom homemade KORG cover for my KORG M3 using the Janome New Home. It's absolutely brilliant, it fits perfectly, and unlike throwing just something over it when it was a plain sheet, you would find that that would shuffle and it would pull, or it could just be pulled off completely, which just really gets annoying. Or if the tails are too long and you have to tuck it under, then you always have to untuck. So it's going to be much easier for me to work with when I actually want to use the KORG, just to pop it off, and then when I'm done I can pop it back on again and know that the dust isn't constantly going to be gathering on the machine. So that's us for another vloggy / tutorial. So feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and we'll see you in our next vlog / tutorial / whatever happens, because this is Jane of All Trades. Thank you. Bye.